Hello, web navigators. Welcome to PC Tricks. Tips: no need to be a computer professional to know the importance of data backup. Because PC theft, a virus, an operating system failure, or even a disaster represent real threats to your information, it is clear that this digital information is vulnerable and can quickly become unusable. In order to properly protect all types of content saved on a PC, a backup mechanism must be adopted quickly and efficiently. It is therefore necessary to back them up periodically, automatically or manually, in order to protect the data against the many problems that may arise. Can't say it enough. Backup is essential. Backup management is not always easy because storage has a cost. Whether it is local or outsourced, it is therefore obviously complicated to make only full backups, which take up a lot of space, require more time, more energy, etc. Incremental backup as well as differential backup are among the main intelligent backup strategies that offer the advantage of providing savings in both time and storage space. Backup software therefore generally offers several ways to back up your data, be trying to solve the constraints mentioned above. There are mainly three types of backup that can be adopted. In full backup, it allows you to make an exact copy of all the data stored on a medium. The full backup is the mandatory basis for all future incremental or differential backup. To the incremental backup, it allows you to back up only the files that have been modified since the first full backup and the last incremental backup. Incremental backup is the fastest because it requires less storage space. All of these elements are marked as backed up to define the difference between the data already backed up and those not backed up. This process allows the source files to be cleaned after they have been backed up, thus an incremental backup can therefore be defined as a logical continuation of a full backup and an incremental backup. To fully restore all the data, this requires the full backup as well as all the previous incremental backups. If one of the incremental images in the backup chain is damaged, all subsequent images based on it will not be available. Restoration will not be possible. 3D differential backup. It allows you to back up the files that have been modified since the last full backup. Since a differential backup is directly associated with the original full image, if a differential backup is deleted or turns out to be corrupted, the other backups will not be affected. It is therefore quite normal if this process requires more time, but also a larger storage space compared to incremental backup. The restoration speed of this type of backup is slower than using the full backup and faster than using the incremental backup. To start, you will have to first perform a full backup, because it is from this backup that everything will be done. Here is an overview of incremental and differential backups with the software Easys Todo Backup and Ome Backup. Just click on Backup. We have three possibilities. I'm going to choose Incremental Backup. For the second backup, I'm going to choose Differential Backup. Why opt for these two backup methods? Indeed, on the hard drive of a PC, a good part of the information stored there changes only very slowly or even occasionally. This is the case with the operating system, applications, or even a lot of user data in a day. or even in a month. A tiny percentage of the information on a disk or partition undergoes modifications or changes to this effect. It is therefore particularly interesting to back up only the data modified daily. What are the differences? The biggest difference between these two varieties of backup is therefore in the amount of digital information to be backed up, and which can be calculated either according to the full backup or according to the previous backup. Thus, if, for example, 2 incremental backups are performed without any files being modified, no data will be visible on the second backup. Moreover, if 2 differential backups are performed on the same data, the 2 backups will be identical. In addition, in the event of a disaster, differential backups allow you to restore all data in a fairly short time, while incremental backups require from the first to the last backup to fully restore all the information. Let's see what about the files that have been created. I'm going to open the AUT System Backup folder. There are 3 files present. On the left, the file of Complete System Backup. On the right, the file of Incremental System Backup. Then the file of Differential Backup. Let's see how the restoration process takes place. From a backup incremental or differential conclusion, is it interesting for an individual to perform this type of backup? Wouldn't it be better to develop a manual full backup once or twice a week? Because what matters above all is to be able to be sure to recover your data when you want. One thing is certain, you will have to make a choice anyway. That's it, the video is coming to an end. You have had all the information concerning incremental and differential backups. Now it will be up to you to choose which type of backup.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start